Hello guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Now, first off, it has been quite a few weeks since I've uploaded, and I have to just apologize. I have been so busy. I've had a wedding, I've had my missus' birthday, I've just had so much going on that I've not been able to sit down, record, edit, all of that sort of stuff. But we're back. I'm hoping to be a little bit more regular with my uploads over the next couple of weeks, and I know I am a couple of weeks late in terms of the Premier League season ending, but I wanted to do a predictions sort of overview and how we got on, as I did my predictions for fixture 37 and didn't have time to record 38, and of course now the season is done. But here we are on the predictions homepage, and as you can see, it's sort of a W, sort of an L at the same time. Starting with the W, I finished above my old man. I think I was a point behind him going into fixture 38, and I managed to pip him. You'll see how in just a few moments' time. But at the same time, we did get overtaken by quite a way as well by Mr. E and Tom H, who, as you can see down here, came out of nowhere to end up winning the head-to-head league. So happy to have beaten my dad. Family bragging rights, always good, but we didn't finish on top, which is a shame. We did get £35, which will carry over into next season, and also the Euros, which I'm going to speak about at the end of this video, so stay tuned. But as you can see here, Tom H with 21 points, Mr. E with 17, absolutely flew above me and my dad, who both thought we might have a chance of winning it heading into fixture 38. We were both miles off in the end. So I'm just going to scroll down here to fixture 38. Now, me and my dad always try and watch the final day of the season together, just because there's so much going on with the points changing. And we'd actually been to Wembley to watch Crawley in the League 2 playoff final, as they are my local team. I've been probably about 15 times this season to watch them, so it was brilliant. They won, fantastic day out. And then we headed to the pub to watch the final day of the Premier League season. So you'll see we both had Manchester City jokers. My dad had 3-0, I had 4-0. Of course, as soon as West Ham scored, that was our 6-point jokers over, and that can be so big on the final day of the season. You can see 1-pointers all around near enough for me, but unfortunately it was just the fact we didn't pick up any threes. You can see Mr. E had quite a few 2-1s, which massively swung in his favour, and Tom H, who ended up winning the whole thing, 6-point joker for Arsenal 2-1. And of course they scored really late on, so it could have been very different, but that is the way with predictions. You can see I had lots of 1-pointers. There was a few games where I thought the correct scores might come in, such as the Chelsea game. The Manchester United game finished 2-0 as well, so I had 2-0 in the Arsenal-Everton game. It was frustrating, but as I say, overall I'm happy more than anything just to have got in front of my old man. That was the main thing for me, was just getting in front of him and making sure I got family bragging rights, as he did finish above me last season. So that there is an overview of how the season finished. Now, moving forward, we have got, as you can see up here, Euro 2024. Now, actually, if I go to the home page, this is something I'm very looking forward to. Just in general, I'm absolutely buzzing for the Euros to start. And doing the predictions means that you've always sort of got something riding on each game. I mean, each game in the Euros is massive anyway, but yeah, really looking forward to this. So this is how the scoring works. So we'll head over to the Euros page in a moment, but enter score predictions as normal, as we've seen with the Premier League. In the group stages, you get 2 points for a correct score rather than 3, and 1 point for a correct result. So there's not too much of a difference there. However, as you can see, in the knockout stages, the points increase. So you really want to be hitting those correct scores as you head into the knockouts. You can also select 3 star teams from the 6 groups, which double any points you score in the group stage. Pretty self-explanatory. So a correct result for your star team is 2 points, and a correct score is 4 points. However, to carry on doubling points into the knockouts, they must finish top of their group. So you want to get teams that you're confident are going to finish top of their group. So is a little bit confusing, but it is also similar to the way the Premier League works. The scoring just gets incrementally higher each stage you get through. So if we head over to the Euros website, to the Euros page, you can see obviously the group tables here. So you get 3 star teams to pick. Now I haven't actually done mine yet because I want to have a look at the sort of potential routes into the latter stages. I take this very seriously, so I do want to do a little bit more research. But off the top of my head, the teams that are sort of standing out to me now, obviously there are only 6 groups, so you're basically picking 3 teams that you think are going to be group winners and potentially go on pretty far. So for me, England stand out as my home nation, of course, as many of you watching will be in England as well. I think we should definitely top our group. If we don't, then it's a bit of a failure already, but I think England should top their group. Then I'm looking, for me personally, at Portugal. Again, I think they've got one of the easier groups. Most of the groups will have either 2 really good teams or 1 really good team and sort of a semi-decent team. So I think for Portugal, they'd expect to top that group. Again, Czech Republic, Georgia, Turkey, no disrespect, they're all decent teams, but I would expect Portugal to do quite well. Belgium are another team that I think could potentially top their group, but I don't think they'll go very far in the competition. Germany, obviously, hosting it this year. Again, pretty tough group, but I would expect them to top it. Group B, I'm kind of steering clear of with Italy, Spain, and Croatia. So that kind of leaves Group D, and of course, I haven't mentioned France yet. They are, I think, the favourites, or if not one of the favourites for the whole competition. So it does seem pretty silly not to pick them. There is every chance, though, that the Netherlands end up topping that group. I think it's unlikely. I think France will beat the Netherlands. But still, I think for the moment, I'm looking at France, England, and Portugal as my star teams, as I think they'll all top their group. I do want to do a little bit of research, though, into who they'll all potentially play in the knockouts, because it could get a little bit more interesting when you do the research. But really looking forward to this. So we'll pick our 3 star teams, and then as you see, you've got the first round of fixtures, second round of fixtures, and third before we get to the knockouts. So what I'd probably do is, there's quite a lot of games in each fixture, I'd just show you what I've got for each game. I wouldn't reveal them one by one, and then we do a recap afterwards as well. It kind of depends on the dates and the timings of when I get them out. It might be sort of halfway through a fixture or a couple of days into a fixture. But as I say, really looking forward to the Euro starting, and predictions just adds a little something to it. So I think I'm definitely going to continue with the predictions videos over the summer. I am starting to ramble, so I'll wrap things up. But in terms of scheduling, I'd like to get the first round of fixtures recorded and out before Friday the 14th when the Euro starts. So I'll probably record that during the week, get it out beforehand, and then we'll go from there, moving on into the other group stage fixtures. But really looking forward to this. Let me know if you have any suggestions on who I should pick on my star teams below in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next episode very soon, guys. Peace.